You can't heal what you keep pretending doesn't hurt. Healing from emotional trauma isn't about forgetting. It's about facing what broke you so that it no longer controls you. The truth is, most of us have never learned how to process pain. We've just learned how to survive it. Suppress, we distract, we keep smiling, but deep down, we're broken emotionally. So today I'm going to share with you 4 ways that I healed my emotional trauma, and maybe these can help you as well. Oh, and by the way, if you're new around here, my name is Destiny, and I help women reinvent themselves after heartbreak. Okay, let's get into it. 4 ways to start healing from emotional trauma. 1, you have to stop running from your feelings. Baby, I was a runner. I was a track star. I would never sit in how I feel. Until one day, it just finally caught up with me and I broke down. So, you want to sit in how you feel. What does this look like? This looks like you sitting alone with a journal, maybe. Maybe you're out in nature somewhere, but you're sitting alone with how you feel. You're not running from the feeling, you're processing the feeling, okay? So when the feeling of loneliness come up, or the feeling of anger or sadness or whatever, you sit in how you feel, you process it. If you have to cry, you cry. If you have to scream, you scream. If you have to cuss, you cuss. You go through the emotions of the anger, and then you release it, and then you breathe, and then you feel better, right? So you have to stop running from how you feel, but instead take on how you feel. Because if you continue to run from how you feel, all of the emotions, they're eventually going to pile up, and like me, one day you're going to crash. You're eventually going to crash, because you cannot continue to just withhold all of these emotions and don't think that you're going to explode. So you have to process your emotions and stop looking at them as good and bad emotions, and instead start looking at your emotions as messages to you. So your emotions are trying to tell you something. So when you're angry about something, it's because someone has violated you in a way and you don't feel justified, okay? So your emotions are signals to you. So you want to sit in those. You want to process how you feel. You want to release it. For me, I journal, because journaling helps me. For some women, they have to talk it out. Sometimes I'll even talk to ChatGPT, whoever you have to talk to help you get those emotions out to make you feel better. That's what you need to do. So process how you feel, sit in the feeling, and heal. 2, forgive yourself for how you cope. See, for me in the past, when I was going through my heartbreak, I didn't know how to heal in a healthy way. So what I did was I would just go from relationship to relationship. Whatever man would give me time and attention of the day, that's where I would go. And so for you, you might have an unhealthy coping habit. You might smoke, or you might drink, or you might sleep around, or you might, whatever it is your habit is, you know what it is. You might spend too much money. You have to learn how to forgive yourselves for the past and the things that you did. So this is going to be so pivotal to you healing, because for a lot of us, we have done some things in our brokenness that we would have never done if we were healed. And maybe these are things that people don't even know about that you've done. But whatever it is, you have to forgive yourself for those things, because you did what was best for you in that moment, and you did what you knew how to do. So self-forgiveness just starts with you giving yourself grace. So the same way you would forgive someone else if they did something towards you, you have to learn how to extend that same grace to yourself, okay? Be gentle with yourself. Forgive yourself. And forgiving yourself means letting it go. It means not continuing to punish yourself for something that you did over and over and over again. So that looks like you just releasing it. Maybe it's a prayer where you pray to God and you ask him for his forgiveness, and maybe you release it and you stop reliving that moment in your mind. You stop punishing yourself. You begin to move forward, making better decisions, right? Because you have a repentant heart. And to be repentant just means that you change your mind, you change your ways, and you're going in a different direction. So you have to forgive yourself for the things that you did in your brokenness, okay? Step 3 is you have to stop denying that you're hurt. I know for me, I used to do this a lot. I'm okay. And it's I'm okay, I'm good, I got it, I'm straight, don't even worry about it. No, sometimes you have to tell people, hey, what you did hurt me. And even if you're not talking to them, you have to be real with yourself. What you did hurt me. You know what? I really did like him. He was a nice guy. I really did want to get to know him. Dang, him cheating on me hurt him. Dang, her talking about me, gossiping about me, that actually hurt my feelings. Wow, my mom and my dad not being there for me, that hurts me. You have to be real with yourself about what hurts. Not real with yourself about what hurts, you won't ever get to the step of where you're able to sit in how you feel. So you have to be able to bring the feeling up, be real about how you feel, and sit in that feeling. And so for me, there was a lot of things that I had to revisit in my past that I just was not happy about, things that people said to me, things that people did to me. And I had to be honest with myself to say, You know what? It actually hurts. Me going through that divorce when I was 21 years old, that hurt me. You know, me having to be a single mom before I even had the child, that hurt me. You know, me being with a man who was very toxic and he was verbally abusive towards me, that hurt me. I would never be with another man who uses me like that, and I would allow him to use me because my self-esteem is that low. I would never disrespect myself as a woman like that again. You know what? Sometimes you have to pull yourself out, and then you have to begin to redo the things that people have done to you. So sometimes we're looking for love, we're looking for hope, we're looking for things in other people that we have to learn how to give to ourselves, okay? Because what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to get stuck in the feeling, and I don't want you to get stuck in the pity. I want you to be able to move past it. So once you sit in the feeling and you acknowledge it, once you address what hurt you, I want you to begin to move past that to healing. So now it's your job to give yourself what people didn't give to you. Everybody's not going to honor you. Everybody's not going to respect you. They're not going to see your value. They're not going to see your worth. They're not going to appreciate you. But that's where you come in the picture, where you have to learn to love yourself, where you have to respect yourself, where if everybody decides to give up on you, you're going to be the one person that says, I'm not going to give up on me. If nobody else believes in my dream, I'm going to be the person that believes in my dream. So we have to go from victim to victorious. You know what I mean? Because some of us, we like to stay in our hurt. We like to stay in our pain. We like to waddle around in it. Your responsibility to heal you so that you can create a different future for yourself. And if you have children, you don't want to continue to pass that same pain and hurt down to them. So this is why you have to heal. If you can't do it for you, then do it for your children that you're going to have in the future, or the ones that you have now. So once you address everything and you understand how you've been hurt and you sit in the pain, you have to begin to rebuild that emotional safety within yourself, because nobody's coming to save you. This is what I learned. Nobody was coming to save me. I could have sat in my depression as long as I wanted to. I could have cried about the things that my ex did to me, and how he disrespected me, and how he broke me, and how he tore me down. But I didn't choose to stay in that. I chose to be a victim and to rise above it. And I chose to understand that God had better for me, regardless if I saw it in that moment or not. I wanted to be healed. I wanted to be whole. I didn't want to be broken. That's not what I wanted for myself. And I didn't want the wounds of my brokenness to continue to make decisions for me. Because I heard Sarah Jake say this. She said the little girl in me was making decisions that the grown woman in me had to defend. And that is so real, because sometimes we're lashing out, saying things and doing things out of our unhealed place. So you want to heal. This is for someone, because I want you to understand that healing isn't about you becoming someone new. It's about you returning to who you were originally, before people tried to break you, before the trauma, before the pain, before the betrayal. So you don't have to rush your process, but you do have to start. And if you need help in starting that, I offer one-on-one coaching. I have digital products. I have courses. I have things where you can go to my bio and click on the description and click on the link. I have things to help you in place, to help you grow, to help you be confident, to help you rebuild your identity, to help you become the woman that you know God has called you to be, because you know you're not being your best self. You know you're not behaving in your best self. You know that God has more for you, but you are allowing your wounds to dictate your future. And if you want love, if you want to live this abundant life where things just happen for you so easily, you have to heal, because what you are attracting right now is the brokenness in you. Go ahead and check out the link in my bio and subscribe for more healing and confidence tips like this. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.